Hi everyone, welcome back to Baka Bitches. We are two 30-something-year-olds who love to drink and talk about anime. So I'm going to go ahead and pass it off to Hannah to quickly go through our anime disclaimers.
Yes, because you'll need them just in case you don't want sensitive ears listening. But yeah, this is fair warning, a podcast that we're going to be talking about there's going to be language, there's going to be cursing because we're drinking, there's going to be drinks. So
What the fuck are you talking about?
I know.
What kind of fucking language
rude.
is happening in
this
here?
This is bullshit. I know.
It's a family
I'm
show.
So sorry.
Please don't watch this with your family.
Yeah, don't do it.
Watch it in private.
With the door closed and locked. But yeah, so there's going to be language. There's probably going to be some sexy talk in here.
Some adult themes.
Definitely a lot of adult themes. And that ranges
references
from,
to sexuality.
Yes, sexy sex time and daddies. Lots of daddies.
So many daddies. All the daddies with an IES. Daddies.
Daddies.
Probably some dark elements. Some things that might be uncomfortable. Death.
Sex, violence, drug use.
Mm-hmm. Heavy themes.
We're gonna talk about it all. So if you're a little sensitive about those subjects, please just be aware that it's to your discretion, and don't come at us for watching in dub. Okay?
Mostly don't come at us for that because we are Baka Bitches and we are not reading subtitles.
We are not. Maybe on our own time, but this is podcast time, and we gotta go with the English. We gotta go with the English so we absorb it all.
Enjoy, guys.
Enjoy.
Hi everyone, and welcome to Baka Bitches. We are two 30-something-year-olds who love discussing anime and having a good drink or two or three.
Absolutely.
My name is Stephanie.
And I'm Hannah.
So Hannah, I was going to ask you, what are we drinking tonight? And I feel like you don't really know.
Like a strawberry seltzer.
Strawberry seltzer, yes.
With some...
Do you remember what it was?
It wasn't it wasn't hypnotic.
No, because it was not blue. It was pink.
It was pink. And I know that brand because I used to get it when I first... Of course you do.
Of course you do.
When I was first drinking, I was like, yes, pink things, blue things.
What kind of pink thing is it?
It's a
cute thing?
It's a cute thing.
It's a sexy thing?
I just can't Yeah, it's pink sexy or something like that.
Yes. We are drinking pink sexy. Just kidding.
No, it's
kinky pink.
Yes, that's it. Kinky. Jeez, I should know that.
I feel like you should.
I really should. I have truly failed on so many levels.
You've had too much kinky pink. You're cut off.
Not enough.
No more kinky
Not enough.
Pink for
Give me more kinky.
You're like, yes, pink sexy. We are drinking the pink sexy.
Well, now, like, that's
so close.
What it's called forever.
So close.
It was so close. It was... Yeah, that's what we're drinking, folks. We kind of mixed it with a previous drink. We were, like, topping it off.
That's true. That is true. But our previous drink was even more of a mixed mutt before this. Yeah. I feel like this is more...
Yeah, it's...
easy to follow than anything else we had done before, which was a wine that was frozen, that we blended with vodka and...
Like did you say, like... It was a flavored vodka of some sort, wasn't it? Like a citrus vodka, you said. And then you added lemon, a little simple...
cranberry juice.
Syrup and cranberry juice.
And
it was really good.
All the things. Everything in my fridge went inside the blender.
Yeah. And then... and so we had that, and then we were getting low. Then we topped it off with the strawberry seltzer thing.
And the pink sexy.
The pink sexy.
And the pink sexy is in here.
Yeah, so that's what we're having, folks.
Yeah. So I feel like our episode title for tonight very much goes in line with our current placement in life right now.
Yeah.
Episode title being, You Sure Have Your Quirks, Hannah. You sure have your quirks,
out.
Stephanie.
It's
I
true.
feel like this is very relatable for where we currently are.
Yeah, in life.
You sure have your quirks, Baka Bitches. Which is really what it should have said.
Yeah, absolutely. They missed the mark on that.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So our synopsis for tonight reads, the rich guy,
Hajiri?
Hajiri? Hiriji?
Hairy cheeks? I don't know, something like that.
Hairy Cheeks. Yes. The rich guy, Hairy Cheeks, is so egotistical he believes Anzu caused the car accident to blackmail him into dating her. Upon this realization, Anzu yells at him and leaves. Hairy Cheeks is confused since Anzu is the first person uninterested in him, so he decides to make her fall in love with him using her 3 worldly desires. Chocolate, games, and kittens. Fair.
Absolutely.
Fair.
She's
That
been
would
lacking.
definitely lead to my heart eventually.
Oh, for
Give me
sure.
enough of it. It's good.
Give me animals, give me chocolate, give me video games. I'm set.
What else do you need? Anime.
Yeah, that's true.
But when
Anime,
you're
for
living
sure.
in an anime,
yeah,
you're good.
Yeah.
that's just everyday life.
Yeah, you just need those 3 things and you're good forever.
Yeah, okay, so, yeah, Anzu super stoked. Riri offers to let Anzu keep the gifts if she gives Hairy Cheeks a chance. Yes, he will always be Hairy Cheeks now.
I have made a
Insulted,
mistake.
Anzu unexpectedly rejects the gifts, claiming she has no interest in meaningless gifts bought with his parents' money. Hairy Cheeks is unexpectedly saddened by this, and the next day Anzu finds Hairy Cheeks employed at the same place where she works.
Ooh.
Despite his arrogance, Hairy Cheeks actually excels at customer service because everybody likes Hairy Cheeks.
They say his name so many times in the synopsis.
That's why he's Hairy Cheeks. So, Anzu then learns from Cheshia, his bodyguard, that her interactions with Hairy Cheeks has caused a dramatic shift in his personality since the rejection, and he has been trying more to relate to normal people. After receiving his first wages, Hairy Cheeks offers to buy Anzu a gift with his own money. Feeling guilty, Anzu can't reject his offer and requests a cheap soda. Seeing Hairy Cheeks smile...
It's
From the top cheeks, not the bottom cheeks, is the moment it almost becomes romantic until Anzu literally bitch slaps herself back into sanity.
It really does.
Returning home, Anzu sees Tsukasa? I'm now like getting so mixed up with
I'm so
Hairy
sorry.
Cheeks. I'm trying to say everything different, Hannah.
I'm
This is
so
your
sorry.
fault.
It is my
See
fault.
Tsukasa receive a text from a girl named Arissa. And that's where we leave off. Thank God this was so many words. And this was like the longest Wikipedia synopsis I have ever had to read.
It was a whole ass page.
Like literally how many times was Hairy Cheeks mentioned in here? 1, 2, 3, 4, a million times,
a
Hannah.
million
A
times.
literal million
4
times.
to a million times. That is a lot.
It was anywhere between 4 to 1 million. I'm not
it's
sure.
at least once that it was mentioned.
It was at least more than once. But not greater than 100.
Yeah. But close. Very close too.
Okay.
Yeah, so...
Good Lord. Now
yeah.
that we got that out of the way.
Yeah, so now we literally pick up once again where we left off last episode, where our girl was hit by a car, and
But now we find out
now we find out who
that
that boy is.
that Hairy Cheeks thought it was done intentionally
Yeah,
to get closer to him.
yeah. So they, when she gets hit by a car, she brushes herself off. She's like, it's fine.
I'm cool, my bad.
And they're like, oh, we should at least take you to school because we're all wearing the same uniform here.
And yeah, Daddy's chauffeur offers her the ride.
Yeah.
And you don't say no when Daddy's chauffeur offers you a ride.
It's true. Not with that nice slick back hair, you know?
Them
like,
glasses,
the
a little bit of face stubble.
Yeah, the peach fuzz.
Here for the stubble.
Mm-hmm.
Here for it. I will ride on that all day.
And not to mention, like, a whole ass 3-piece suit. Which,
and also the limo.
Yeah, like, all of that really
It just collectively works.
And we're like, yes, of course, Daddy. I'll get in your car, even though I just met you.
Yeah. And so apparently everybody in their school, in Anzu's school, knows of him.
Yeah, of Hairy Cheeks.
Of him being Hairy Cheeks.
I'm gonna get his name
right.
But
okay.
They should know the chauffeur.
Hajiri?
Hajiri, I think, is really the proper. Hold on.
Hajiri?
I'm gonna do it.
Hajiri.
Hey Siri, how do you pronounce Hajiri? Hajiri? It came up with Diggory. Okay, let me do it the old-fashioned way.
Yeah.
How to pronounce... This is so professional. We are professional podcasters.
Well, they said it so fast every time in the anime that the first couple times they said it, I almost missed it.
I know. Let's see.
Also, I've had a lot to drink. I'm a little bit buzzed.
That's not it. Oh, here it is. Okay. Hajiri.
Yeah, that's exactly how I heard it on the anime.
Yeah.
Which I didn't know what the fuck they were talking about.
I know, they said it.
I wrote it my second bullet point in.
Mm-hmm.
I put it in quotes. Mr. Hajiri is how I wrote it.
Yeah, so...
But I do like Hairy Cheeks better.
Same. I just keep thinking of mutton chops.
Yeah.
Like, on his face. Like, not even just general mutton chops, but, like, on the actual dude's face. So, like, it's this boyish dude, and then just mutton chops.
It's just overall kind of Aslanish. It's fine. Okay, so what we really know about him is just that everybody in the school knows about him, and he's from Class 8.
Yeah, and he's well-loved. He's, typical...
Everybody wants to be him.
Trope is he has a fan club for him that follows him around. Like most high school animes, that's just typical of at least one character having that.
Yes, and he just happens to be him. He's so lucky.
Just so lucky.
It's always fortunate that the rich kids end up like that.
I know. I don't know how that happens.
Boy, I should have been rich. If only I was born wealthy.
I know. Then I'd have my own fan club.
Yeah, then we would already have a big podcast following.
Yeah, I could just pay for my following.
Yeah.
I mean, no, clearly we are very lucky because we don't really pay for advertising.
We don't really pay. We don't pay for anything.
We really don't. So whoever is listening right now, thank you
because you want to be here.
You really want to be.
We want you to be here.
Poor souls.
Poor unfortunate souls.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Mr. Hajiri from Class 8. He just goes on to Class 8. And so, but that's not before walking Anzu all the way to her classroom.
Yeah.
Because clearly she must be so disoriented from being hit by a limo. She can't make it to class. So he walks her directly to her classroom as everybody fawns over him.
Yeah,
And then her two main men, right, run over. Oh my God, we heard that you were hit by a car. Are you okay?
It's just a minor accident.
It's just a flesh wound.
Yeah, 'tis but a scratch.
Yeah. And now, I'm not really sure the events that led up to this next part because I was quickly scrambling down the quote because I thought that it was so good.
Oh, go on.
So maybe you can remind me what the transition was that made this line occur.
I'll totally try.
And Anzu says, I'm just an NPC repeating the same line all over. or repeating the same line over and over.
Yeah.
But what is the transition that makes her go to that level where she's saying that?
Okay. Bad news bears is I don't remember exactly what happened, but it's a very safe bet that it's Hairy Cheeks, more or less commenting that she's a commoner peasant.
Oh. Probably.
Yeah, and like what are you like doing, running in front of a car is, to like get my attention because I'm really rich and popular and everyone loves me. And I think she got really annoyed with that, so she was just like, oh yeah, it's just me, an NPC villager, like, because in his world, like, everything is about him.
I feel like that's probably accurate. Mm-hmm. Because this did take place when they were out on their date, right? Which I feel like Anzu didn't really know it was a date.
No, like there was,
she was
no
given
like, hey,
Daddy's chauffeur's contact information for in case there was a liability issue.
Yes, in case Anzu needed to be paid off quietly.
Right. And so she got his information. Mm-hmm. And then somehow they're now on a date.
Yeah, it's kind of like Hairy Cheeks contacts her and is like, hey, let's meet up tomorrow. And there was no flat out like, I'm gonna take you on a date or anything like that.
Yeah, let's go to dinner and a movie.
Yeah.
No clear indicator, just a generic meet up.
Yeah, and so
she's like, okay, must be something about the incident.
Being bonked with the car.
Yeah.
Which fair. I would also assume that. I'd be like, yeah, let's meet up, work some details out. Okay, where do I meet you?
Because we all dumb bitches.
we
Anzu belong with
bitches.
us. That's why we like her.
She is a Baka bitch. In her
true
soul.
And true. Yeah. That she definitely is. And so then she shows up as she normally do.
As she
being cash AF. With
Casual, if you will.
Yes. I was about to say with the little counter, but that was such a good pun. Casual. Super casual. She got a little kitty on, like where the breast pocket area would be.
Mm-hmm. It's cute.
It is one of her cuter outfits that's not overtly cat.
Yeah, it's very subtle, but it's still a t-shirt.
Yeah, but Hairy Cheeks was still not here for it.
No, he was
Hairy Cheeks
not
was still
here
like,
for it.
how dare you, peasant, show up for our date like this? And she's like,
in your peasant clothes.
What? Huh?
Like, excuse me? What do you mean? I thought we were just here to talk about the accident and work some things out.
So she's given a shopping spree.
Again.
Where she tries on these clothes that, what does Hairy Cheeks say? It's passable or something?
Yeah,
like,
it's decent.
It's good enough.
Yeah, it was like, But she's like done up real nice, like business casual-esque, it's kind of like she looks way more adult in that outfit, because it's a cute little like pinstripe sundressy kind of a vibe.
Yeah, like a light, nice pleasant robin blue. Except for then he's like, but get her some flats because you're unnecessarily tall. As if somebody can control their height. Because, hello, if they could, I would be several inches taller.
And if he could, he'd probably be several inches taller.
At least.
Because he is a short, quote-unquote, king.
Yeah, I do feel like we noticed that when we first saw them together in that scene where she was towering over him and we were like, oh my god, he's so little.
He's such a tiny baby.
So cute. So kawaii.
As long as he keeps his mouth shut.
And then we find out that it was just because she had these heels on, because then they move her into flats and they're roughly the same height.
Yeah.
So...
And yeah, so...
that was interesting.
So more or less, like... He's like, well, of course, like, you must dress nice for this date. And she's like, what date? As she's still getting dressed up for the date.
Right.
And then, he's like, oh, okay, this outfit's decent. It'll do. Now let's go to lunch. And she's like, what is this lunch thing about, too? I don't want to go to lunch with you.
And he's like, bruh, obviously you got hit. by my car to get closer to me.
Yeah, so clearly you planned this whole charade out.
So drop the act, Anzu, and let's just be on this fucking date. And she's still over here like flabbergasted.
Yeah, she's like...
It's the perfect word for it.
It is a really good word for it. And she's just like, excuse me? Like, first of all, no. Not any day do I ever literally plan to get hit by any car, let alone yours.
That's fair. That would be a bad date for me.
Truly.
If I got hit by a car first.
And then, like, they decide to take me out for a date. Like, almost
Actually,
a pity
I'm
date.
so poor that would be okay.
Even if it was a pity date?
Just don't, like, handicap me forever. Okay, I mean, a pity date, like, it's still turning into more in this circumstance. It's still working.
I guess.
Yeah.
Like,
As
I mean,
we
it depends.
see later
It depends
when she
how
gets
desperate.
chocolate candy in video games.
Yeah, but that's later. Don't
And
spoil
cat.
it.
Okay, don't spoil it. We read the synopsis. Okay, so then this was the next thing that Harry Cheek says to Anzu, which just had me dying. He states, well, intentional or not, it was still an accident. Because no, you can't say that in a sentence together.
You cannot.
Intentional or not, it was still an accident. No, because if it was intentional, it is no longer classified as an accident. Like, do we even understand how words work? I'm kind of drunk, and I still know that you can't string all these things together in one sentence.
It's got to be like a... It must kind of translate weird. It's got to, right? Because, yeah, it doesn't make sense to, you know, accidentally on purpose. Right. What does that even mean?
I feel like maybe intentional or not, this is still where we are now.
This is what happened. Or, like, not even accident, maybe say incident. Because either way, it's an incident.
Right. But not an accident.
Words matter, people.
Yes, they do.
And
even when we're drunk.
Even when we're drunk.
But anyways, that I got hung up on that for way too long that I stopped taking notes for a good minute.
She was angry.
I couldn't, you guys. Like, I'm just, ugh.
I know. It's okay. It's okay. It's fair. I would...
You can't be intentional. You can't intentionally accidentalize something.
Right.
Just, no.
I mean, I know, like, it's... Because I've seen so many videos on this. And not necessarily in Japan, but definitely in Asian countries. It's a big thing that people will purposely run into traffic.
What?
Or pretend to get hit because of insurance policies.
Oh.
As in the anime says, if someone is hit by a car, it's the driver's fault no matter what. Like, they're just automatically at fault. And so I know that in a lot of Asian countries, it's kind of like a big thing to commit fraud that way. So people will... Even if a car is going, like, 5 miles an hour down the road, people will just stand, like, walk into the road, stand
right
there,
in front of it,
and wait for it to get hit or tapped or whatever. And sometimes the car will stop just in time and just idle there. And the person will walk to the car, like, bump it with their hip, and then dramatically fall down to create that fraud.
Wow. It's like they could become basketball players.
Yeah, soccer players, for sure, are pretty dramatic, yeah.
I did see a couple baseball incidents like that happen just the other weekend.
Oof.
Where it's just very over the top. The Peter Griffin.
Yeah. Just for, like, 10 minutes straight.
And you think that you're either high as fuck, but then you realize you're not a pothead.
Right.
And you've never done pot in your entire life, but the episode is still continuing like this for 5 solid minutes.
Yeah, and you're like, can you please stop?
Yeah, I feel like that was that moment.
It's kind of like
interesting.
that.
I didn't know that was a thing that was prevalent in Asian
I mean, if
countries.
you can...
That's really
You
funny.
could see so many videos of, like, people attempting to do that.
Yeah.
And that's probably why and good for them, a lot of people have those cameras in their cars to document that and be like, No, this is fraud. Make them go away.
Yeah.
It's not my problem.
Yeah.
Which, fair.
Yeah.
But yeah, so anyways, that was part of the thing. That's what Harry Cheeks was assuming is like, oh, she's here to commit fraud.
To get my money.
To get close to me at the very least. And so the least I can do to, I don't know, maybe make this go away is
Buy
take her on
her
a date.
off. Yeah.
Buy her things. Like, supposedly what they dropped was the dress that she got into was like $900. $900?
Not really even that much that could have been spent on a dress.
I mean, right.
I feel like it was like $9,000, and I would have been a little bit more like, okay, we're getting there. But for rich Asian people, $900 on a dress
drop
is
in
like
the bucket for him. Absolutely.
so small. That would be like going to Ross and buying like a $29 dress.
I know, but for me, I would be like, I can't just wear a casual $900 dress. Are you kidding me?
That's true.
Because, like, okay, literally...
I mean, she's not casually wearing it. She's going to wear it to the food court, right? Aren't they going to get lunch next?
Yeah, they're going to get lunch. So,
they're
like,
going to
that's
go to,
even...
like, mall Korean barbecue. Mall Mongolian
I think
barbecue.
he said something about going to, like, a French restaurant because of course.
A French
restaurant?
restaurant?
Yeah.
In the mall? They just, like,
Probably
sell...
not in the mall.
Solely baguettes?
Baguettes with dill dip? Oh, no,
Yes.
that's just LeBou.
Yeah. It's basically French.
It's close enough.
Americanized
it's LeBou. That's pretty French.
Yeah, so anyway,
yeah.
she's basically like, hard no, this is not what I'm doing. It's not what I'm here for. Legitimately was an accident because I'm a stupid bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Was not looking where I was going. I don't need anything from you, sir. Good day.
Good day. I said good day.
To really just drive home her point, she uses some of her money to get the clothes dry cleaned. Mm-hmm. And then she drops them back off for him at school in front of other people.
His fan club.
She couldn't even be, like, subtle about it. She just, like, marches on up into his classroom while his posse is chilling.
Right.
And she's like, here, I dry cleaned this shit. Take it back.
Want it.
I don't want it. Okay, bye.
And before that, even...
So aggressive.
She's been very aggressive. She's like, no.
Yeah, she's, like, done with the shit. She's done with everyone's shit.
Like, she is over it. Like, especially with him, because he is so self-absorbed. And as we've said, like, this guy reminds us of Tamaki a lot.
Yes.
But Tamaki is way more sincere. Way more sincere. He doesn't mean to be rude when he says stuff like, oh, this is how commoners live. He's just fascinated by it because he's never lived that life.
Yes, he definitely seems like an asshole.
Yeah.
Harry Cheeks, I mean. Harry Cheeks definitely seems like an asshole.
Yeah, he's holier than thou, looks down on everyone else because he's got money and the people that adore him do not.
Right.
So yeah, that's kind of the biggest difference. But yeah, he's the blonde, self-absorbed, rich trope for sure. And before Anzu even like goes to school, drops off the dress, like when she was having it out with him right there in the store, she was like, you know what? Like, I'm done with you. Like, I mean, you're calling me a peasant. Like, I'm done with this. I did not sign up for this. I didn't even want to get hit by your car. I want nothing to do with you. Like, she immediately like takes off all of the jewelry, like the earrings or whatever else, like drops it in his lap, takes off the shoes and is like, boom, done, and walks out. And she obviously had to wear the dress home.
Oh, that's right. Now I remember when we made fun of that part.
Yeah.
Because she was in the car. Mm-hmm. So they were already back in the car. And she was saying, like, I'm done. I don't want any of this. Take it all back. Mm-hmm. And then that's when we were like, and what about the dress, bitch? Like, we just expected her to just strip it off and throw it at him.
Right in
because
her skivvies.
I feel like even though we're trying to not make it that kind of anime, I feel like her mood could have said that in a still non-sexual way, even if she would have stripped herself down.
Oh,
Like,
absolutely.
she still could have, like, had, like, a little tankini thing happening underneath there, some little boy
Sure.
shorts. But I feel like it would have been the right mood for it to happen.
Right.
Just fling that dress off, like, quickly unbuckle her seatbelt. Or, you know what, fuck it. Leave her seatbelt buckled. I don't even care.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Physics don't even matter. Real life doesn't matter.
It doesn't.
And she could have just taken that dress off and thrown that at him in a crumpled mess.
And be like, good day, sir. Bye-bye.
I said good day.
Yeah.
And then just left. Yes, I did forget about that.
Because I feel like that would be my mood, too, if I was in that position.
Yes.
And, like, wearing that stuff would make me feel icky.
Dare
and, like,
you.
I don't even want this on my body. I
Yes.
don't care if it's, like,
I'm going to take all of it off.
3,000 thread count dress
There
or
is
whatever.
no walk of shame right now. It's only walk of pride.
Yeah, this is it,
It's
fam.
an integrity issue.
Yeah. I'm not here for your scraps, bro.
Yes.
Yeah, so, yeah.
Okay, so as Hannah had mentioned, though, that was not the reality. It was the reality we wanted to see.
Yeah, for
So,
sure.
but she had literally taken everything off, but she still had the dress on, which is when I had mentioned that she said that she then dry cleaned the dress and she brought it and dropped it off.
Yeah, because she was running away. She was running. She's like, I'm sweating in this damn $900 dress. And I'm like, good for you. Good for you, girl. Yeah, so she dry cleaned it, which fair.
That was really nice of her. 'Cause she could have just drug it through some mud and left it there.
And been like, guess you can't return that. Your problem, not mine. I don't want it.
I feel like that would have made a bigger statement if she would have, like, ran it over with a car or something and then left that on his desk before he even got to school.
Yeah, just like...
So only he really knows what that means. That would have just, like,
That would have...
chef's kiss really hurt him deep.
Yeah.
Maybe this is why I don't have a boyfriend. They're like, Stephanie got some level of fucked up shit happening in her brain. Psychopath.
Absolute
I'm
crazy.
here. Just that level of, yes, let's fuck your world up.
Yeah. Just,
Because how dare you assume you know what I want?
I mean, truly, mentally, I am on that level of petty. Would I ever do that in real life? No,
Agreed.
probably not.
Agreed. I
no.
feel like what Anzu ended up doing would be along the lines of what I would do. I would
was
just
the
be
right
like,
call.
here, I took care of this shit. Thanks, but no thanks.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm done.
And then move on.
Goodbye forever.
Yeah. I always
don't
feel like
want
the
this.
reality in our head is different.
Oh,
but
for
also,
sure.
this is an anime. We could be extra.
Yeah.
If this is my anime life, this would be me.
I am living it to the top fantasy level of anime. Absolutely.
Okay, so after she drops off the clothes for him at school and then storms off, I don't remember anything else happening at school that day until she walks home. Am I missing anything before the school day just ends after that?
I think so. I don't think we see anything else happen at school.
Okay.
She's just getting her life back to normal.
Yes.
Because she's like, I'm done with this fool. And he is just, every time he's rejected by her, he is just way more intrigued. Way more like,
yeah.
how dare her be the first person to ever deny me? I've never been denied by a person before.
He's just one of those that he wants what he can't have. I feel like
it really is that.
he just wants to pursue it because it's not there for him waiting. Which, okay, that's cool. We're here for the chase.
Yeah.
We're here
Same.
for the reverse harem. So it's fine.
Yeah, it's
We want
fine,
him to
it's
move
cool.
in. Let's make the house more awkward. Why
Oh,
not?
it really would be if he did.
So, okay. So we don't think anything else happened after she dropped off the clothes.
Right.
Potentially normal school day.
Normal school day, it's fine.
So Anzu's walking home. She's walking with Junta. They're talking about how Tsukasa has to work.
And it's just them. What should we have for dinner?
Yeah, what should we do for our din-din? Anzu's over here like, I know, I'll cook.
It's not going to be great, but it's something. And Junta is just like, I will eat it. I will eat it so
I will
heartily.
eat the shit out of it.
Passionately, my friends, that I actually want to
passionate.
love forever and marry and have kids with and a white picket fence. And, like, that is Junta.
That's
like,
his
that
that's his
that
vibe.
is really,
I
that is
really love
him.
that about him.
But first, we'll think about eating all of Anzu's dinner.
Oh, yeah.
That's the start. And he's there for that. And that's when girl human form Riri pops in and is like, "You having dinner?
What should we have together?
And
Let's hang out all day, every day."
And Anzu is like, "I have a beef with you." Like, grabs Riri by the collar and is like, "You really brought that rich fool into my life thinking that's gonna be who I'm gonna be romantic with?" Like upset, like piling it on a little bit. And Riri's like, just so you know, when I'm in this human form and we're talking to each other, everyone can hear and see us. It's not like when I'm a magical potato. And Anzu like backs off and she's like, okay. And kind of just talks about dinner stuff. And Junta's like, what, 2 feet away? Just
he's just happy to stand there and smile
Yeah.
at Anzu. He just being in her presence, he just goes to dumb land. And
Yeah.
his brain is just over here like, I can just imagine the sound of like crashing waves.
Oh, yeah.
He just has not a thought in that pretty little head of his.
And
He's
we
just
love
like,
it. We love this for him.
he's just over here, thoughtless.
Yeah.
Just thinking about how pretty she is.
And how much he wants to marry her.
And that's it.
That's it.
Okay, so somehow Hairy Cheeks shows up.
Yeah, like, again, in the car, like a weird old stalker, right?
Yeah, so then the 4 of them.
Mm-hmm.
So now Hairy Cheeks, Junta, Girl Riri, and Anzu are going back to Anzu's house to eat.
Dinner. And rich Hairy Cheeks boy just kind of invites himself, like pushes his way in.
He does.
And
Anzu,
chauffeur's tagging along.
Yeah, well, as he does.
As he does, as daddy
He's the
chauffeur
best part.
does.
But
He
then,
does.
after they get to Anzu's house, then it's suddenly like, Anzu, there's presents for you.
Yeah,
Here's
we've
some
got shit for you.
gifts. And she's like, huh?
What?
What?
Yeah, and it's just like Christmas, right? They're just...
But like better. Because
But
who could read
better.
my mind like this?
No one.
It's chocolate. So much chocolate.
chocolate.
Many different chocolate varietals.
Yeah.
You got like your malt balls looking. You got your like Pocky. You got your
bonbons. There were bonbons.
Probably
or truffles
some,
or
like,
something.
peanut butter cups in there.
Probably.
There was something.
It was
there was
good.
a lot
It was a good
of chocolate
variety.
varietals. Then there was something that looked like a Nintendo Switch.
Yeah,
or
it was
a version
video
of.
games. Like, there was like a Nintendo Switch. There were a couple games. There was a VR headset.
But that's not all.
That's not all.
Also, kittens.
Four.
Kittens.
4 different kittens.
Kittens.
4 different varieties of felines.
So cute.
So
the kittens.
cute. Little babies.
And the little kittens are just trying to climb up our nice little daddy chauffeur dude.
I know, and he's just standing there letting it happen. I'm like
a true daddy.
Same.
That's when we fell in love with him even more.
Even more.
And we just want him to end up with Anzu.
We just want that for everyone.
Chishia.
Yeah.
That was his
Shishia. Tushy.
That was him. We like him. Okay.
We do. And so she's looking at her 3 favorite things in the whole wide world that she has been denied for how many weeks now? We don't know.
Too many.
And she's like, wow, this is a lot. And she's kind of excited about it. But then she pulls Riri into a private conversation out in the hall.
Riri's like, ha.
Oh,
Not what I expected, but I'll allow
Here
it.
it is.
So long as
You solely date.
you allow him to be
Hairy
a romantic partner.
Yeah,
for
you have a relationship with him. And Anzu's like,
fuck this shit.
No.
The audacity.
So
I just want the free shit without the strings attached.
Yeah, and
fair, girl,
especially
fair.
attached to that one. Because, yikes, he has a lot of work to do.
It's true. As much as I like the free shit, I do kind of feel like his personality is a little insufferable.
Yeah, for sure.
Because, like you mentioned, at least with, like, the Tamaki, you could be like, I mean, he's still just, like, a little cinnamon roll, basically.
Yeah,
because he don't know no better. He just
really
grew
doesn't.
up like that. He trying.
He really trying.
But here, Hairy Cheeks, not even trying. Hairy Cheeks is better, and he knows he's better.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's the kind of like annoying part about him.
Okay, little side part, because I have to get this out.
All
My
the side
brain
parts.
will not. Okay, so like, you know how we're talking about Tamaki from our own High School Host Club. Whenever I think about Tamaki being fascinated with a quote unquote commoner's lifestyle, it reminds me of the comparison of oh gosh, what's his name? Like from Harry Potter, Ron Weasley's dad, who was obsessed with all of the Muggle inventions.
Arthur Weasley.
Yes, Arthur Weasley.
You're welcome.
And he, thank you so much. I was like, I don't know
I'm a
first
pothead.
name.
I am a pothead. Continue.
So, you know, it's kind of like that. It's the same passion of like, I don't know what this is, but I need to know. I need to understand
fascinated.
it. And
Tell
I
me more.
love it. And it's the same thing where it comes from a very authentic, like, I just want to know how this works. I want to know how common people / muggles like live and do things.
How is this possible?
Because I'm not
what
part
is
of that
this
world.
witchcraft? Not witchcraft.
Yeah,
Ariel, I just want to be part of the world. Yeah, literally.
Yeah. And it's like that. And so I'm like, okay, Tamaki and Arthur Weasley, same person, just different things.
It's a little different, but yeah,
it's slightly different. But yeah,
I do like the parallel.
Yeah. So, anyways, go on. It's fine. I'm done.
Versus Harry Cheeks basically being our Lucius Malfoy, where we're born into a pedigree of such a high social standing.
Yes.
We're just gonna buy off people with money because we can.
Yes. For evil.
But then Anzu's like, hard no, and then Harry Cheeks is just like, whoa, what a gal.
I know, that's true.
She is so mystifying.
I have the weirdest boner right now.
Get me a slice of that pie.
Yeah.
And so, this is going to make for an interesting dynamic.
For sure. In Anzu, by the way,
yes,
once again goes off on him, because this is an important part, and is like, you know what? I hate that you're trying to buy me off
with your daddy's money.
Yeah, with your daddy's money. It's money that you haven't even earned.
Not even a Lucius Malfoy.
I don't even
a full
want
Draco
it.
Malfoy.
Right.
Heard.
I don't even want it. It's not even your own money. So like, grow up.
And so then, how does he grow up?
He grows up by getting the same job as her at the same store
during the same hours. During the same hours, because you know that this convenience store is open like 24/7.
Oh, for sure.
And he's on the same shift as her.
Yeah.
That he probably paid to be on the same shift as her.
Probably.
But then he's over here after he finally gets his first paycheck with her, and he's like, listen, bitch. I got some monies. I realize it's not hella monies, but it's enough to buy whatever commoner shit you want. So
what you want, purse?
Tell me what it is that you want, because I'll buy it for you
Jewelry?
with this supermarket paycheck that I just got.
So clearly he doesn't know.
It's so funny.
He doesn't know the value of money. Clearly does not.
And she's so sweet, and she's just like, you know what? All right, if you insist, let's get this 2-pack of sodas.
Yeah.
So they get this 2-pack of sodas, and, you know, she's like, this is what I feel right accepting, you know, as a friendship, like, you know, my friend buys me soda. It's not the end of the world. It's not like, hey, Hannah, you drink one of my sodas. Now you owe me the next soda. Like, it's more just kind of like
twice over.
Right. It's like a friendship thing. It's like, I got a soda. You got a soda. Yeah, let's hang out. Let's kick back and chill with our sodas, right?
Yeah, like
in our case, our alcoholic drinks that are like 10% soda, 90% alcohol.
Can relate then.
And so it's funny because they're sitting in the park together, cracking open their sodas. And then it's like right at sundown, beautiful, romantic. The music starts right, and even like the anime itself starts to get a little bit like misty with like the bubbles.
The sparkles. The very shoujo type like framing of the scene.
Yes, and then Anzu literally slaps herself out of that, which slaps the anime out of that fantasy and into reality where everything's just like back into focus. Which I really love. It's so unique how they capture that and they do that. Like, you don't even notice that it's happening
until it's gone.
Because it's so subtle that it's just kind of happening. Like they're having a moment, what's about to be a moment. Then she's like, "Wait a second, the fuck."
hell nah, not going there.
Nah, and then slaps herself, and then the whole anime just like the rose-colored lens comes off of it.
Yeah.
And then she moves away from him, turns her body away, and just chugs her soda.
Yeah, she's like, bruh, I can't believe I went there with that.
It's very fun.
It's so fun, and that's where we left it off.
Almost.
Oh, I missed a
Almost.
part.
Anzu goes home.
Oh, yeah.
And then sees a text message
Oh, yeah.
for Tsukasa come in.
Mm-hmm.
So she, like, hears a beep, looks down, and there's, like, a cell phone, like, I don't know where, on the kitchen counter or something, I assume.
Yeah, coffee
They're in the
table
kitchen.
or something like that. I don't know.
A general family room. She's not, like, sneaking around in their bedrooms.
Right.
Like, it's a general common space. So she hears a ping go off. She's like, huh? What's that?
Mm-hmm. Looks.
Casually glances over and sees that he had a female classmate message her. But I don't feel like we got the details of what it was. And
she's just all up in her head like, a girl classmate texting Tsukasa.
we can see the jealousy on her face.
Already.
So it'll be interesting to see what it says. It's probably something stupid.
It probably is like
a class
not going to
project or
go anywhere at all. But that's fine. It's fine.
We'll get to it next time.
We will.
Baka bye.